everybody, it's Chris from BushidoPhoto.com. I just wanted to take a moment of your time to show you how you can conquer midday sun. This is 1:50 in the afternoon. I'm in some really shady tree area, but there's no leaves on the trees right now because it's the beginning of spring and nothing has come out yet. So I want to show you what you need to do to actually be able to overpower the sun and take some really awesome fashion type photos. So let me start out with the gear I'll be using today. First thing I'm going to be using is this Alien Bees or Paul C. Buff beauty dish. It's the large size, but I've taken off the front cover on it. So I kind of call it like a beauty box. You know, there's no official term called beauty box. That's what I call it because it has the same quality of light that you get from a beauty dish, but it's just a softbox that you took the front cover off. And I think that this diffusion material right here actually helps. If I wanted to go a step further, I could install a beauty dish cover over the light, but I decided not to do that. To power this light source, I'm using a Vagabond 2, which is they don't even make them anymore. They've got a new Vagabond that runs off lithium batteries. I like the Vagabond 2 because I can actually use it as a sandbag and not have to carry a sandbag out here. And on the back side, the actual light that I'll be using is the Alien Bees B1600, and I'm just going to start out at full power because I want to be able to control the sun. Now you're asking yourself, oh, that's pretty easy, I'll just set the camera to f22 and be good to go. But I'm going to be shooting at around f2, and you're asking yourself, well, how can you do that? The way you can do that is by using a neutral density filter. I happen to have a very N Trio filter from Singh, and I like these filters a lot. I got the slim version, and for this lens, since the filter only comes in 77 millimeters, I had to use a stepped down ring from the 77 millimeter filter to attach to the 72 millimeter threads on the actual lens. Now the lens I'll be shooting with is the Nikon 135 defocus control f2 lens, and I'll be shooting, like I said, around f2. And to trigger everything, I'm using Pocket Wizard Plus 2s. And the last thing that I'll be using for gear is a Passport color checker from X-Rite. These things are awesome if you want to get the perfect color every single time, and it gives you a clean baseline because every camera manufacturer has their own colors. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm set at 8 stops of neutral density, and I've got the camera set to f2 at 1/250th of a second, and this is the resulting shot. Alright, so it's really awesome. You can see the depth of field is really cool, and I'm shooting in the middle of the daytime, so I'm almost turning the day into night. What I could do even further, if I wanted to, is stack another neutral density filter on the lens and bring the light a lot closer. As you can see how far away the light is from the subject, it's really far away, so you can see the total difference. Alright, so one of the things you got to be careful of when you're using a neutral density filter, at -8 stops of ND, that is very hard to see through. It's like almost not quite as bad, but almost as bad as a welder's mask. So what I usually try to do is, if I can't get focus, I'll pre-focus on the subject, then adjust the neutral density. This one's actually a variable neutral density, meaning that it goes from darker to lighter as I turn it. And this one actually has a polarizer built in, which makes the sky and everything else turn a lot bluer. So be careful when you're using these. If you can't focus, focus on the least setting, lock the focus, and then turn it back. Now, of course, if you're moving, you're going to have to do that over and over, or use a tripod if that makes you more comfortable. Like you're really going to laugh and just